Wind whipped Alan's trench coat. He gripped the railing, knuckles white. Below, New Meridian pulsed. A neon ocean, vast and cold. 6 months. 6 months since the last drink scorched his throat. Now, a different kind of burn. Purpose. He was here for the Cipher Collective, for the city, for himself. The city lights blurred, memories flickered, neon signs morphing into the harsh glare of the clinic, the smell of antiseptic, the cold sweat of withdrawal. He'd walked through digital hells, chased by his own demons, but he'd found his way out. He wasn't sure he deserved this second chance, this new purpose, but he wouldn't waste it. He wouldn't let the city consume him. Not again. His implant thrummed. A message. Cipher. Time to move. He straightened his coat, the fabric cold against his skin. The air buzzed with the city's data stream, a symphony of light and code invisible to most. But Alan saw it, felt it. His implant, once a tool of his addiction, was now a weapon against it. The message was simple. Coordinates, a time, a rendezvous point for the Cipher Collective. A group of digital rebels fighting for freedom in a world of control. He didn't know their faces, only their aliases, Ghost, Wraith, Phantom. He was Cipher, he was ready. New Meridian, a sprawling circuit board of humanity. Towers of glass and steel pierced the smog-choked sky. Flying vehicles zipped between skyscrapers, leaving trails of light. The city was alive, but indifferent. It cared nothing for the dreams it crushed, the lives it consumed. Alan navigated the crowded streets. Faces passed, each locked in their own digital reality. Augmented eyes flickered, oblivious to the real world around them. The city was a drug, and they were all addicts. He'd been one of them, lost in the digital deluge, chasing oblivion. He knew better now. He remembered the years lost in the glow of the screen, the virtual bars, the simulated highs, anything to escape the crushing weight of his reality. He'd been a programmer once. Brilliant, they said, but the city had a way of grinding brilliance into dust. The drink had offered solace, a temporary escape. It had become a prison. He'd lost his job, his wife, his life. The city didn't care. It just kept spinning, a neon carousel of despair. Then came the implant, a last-ditch attempt to regain control. But like everything else in New Meridian, it had a dark side. It amplified his addiction, offered new ways to escape. He was drowning in the data stream, lost in a sea of code, until the Cipher Collective threw him a lifeline. The message had been cryptic, a riddle hidden in the data stream, a test. They were watching him, testing his resolve. They offered him a way out, a chance to fight back against the digital dystopia that had consumed him. He embraced it. The collective became his lifeline. They showed him how to use his skills for good, how to hack the system that had almost destroyed him. He learned to see the city's vulnerabilities, the cracks in its digital armor. He was no longer just Alan, the broken alcoholic. He was Cipher, a digital warrior. He reached the rendezvous point. A deserted alley, shrouded in shadows. The air hummed with energy. He could feel their presence. He wasn't sure what to expect. Hardened criminals? Tech-savvy teenagers? He was about to find out. 3 figures materialized from the darkness. Their faces were obscured by hoods and masks. Their eyes, however, burned with a familiar fire. The fire of rebellion. The desire for change. He saw himself in their gaze. The same anger, the same desperation, but also the same flicker of hope. Hope for a better future. A future they would build together. The plan was audacious, dangerous. They were going to disrupt the city's data stream, expose the corporations that controlled it, show the people what was happening right under their noses. It was a long shot, but it was their only shot. Alan studied the schematics of the data hub. His fingers danced across a holographic keyboard, lines of code flowing like liquid fire. He was in his element, the rush of adrenaline, the thrill of the challenge. But this wasn't a game. This was real. One wrong move and the city would turn on them. He knew the risks, but he was willing to take them. The night of the operation. Rain lashed the city, mirroring the turmoil in Alan's gut. He moved with the Cipher Collective, shadows among shadows. Their target, the Nexus Tower, the heart of New Meridian's data flow. He interfaced with the tower's systems, his implant buzzing. The data stream surged around him, a digital tsunami. He rode the wave, manipulating code, creating backdoors. He felt the city resisting, fighting back, but he was ready. He was Cipher. He uploaded the virus, a digital plague designed to expose the truth, the city's secrets laid bare for all to see. He felt a surge of triumph. He was fighting back, redeeming himself, one line of code at a time. The city woke to chaos. Holographic billboards flickered, displaying messages of dissent instead of advertisements. News feeds went haywire, broadcasting the truth about the corporations that controlled their lives. The people of New Meridian were finally seeing. Standing on that rooftop, Alan felt the wind change. It carried the scent of rain and something else: hope. The city was still a circuit board, but the current flowing through it had shifted. He was just a glitch in the system, but sometimes that's all it took to spark a revolution. He had found his redemption in the digital fire. He had helped New Meridian find its soul. He wasn't just surviving anymore. He was living.